Hey everyone, Joe Boslinski here, dysfunctional schmuck behind Valiant Shadow Productions. Also a voice actor, also a writer and director for projects like Apex Shadow, Spider-Man the audio drama, and the upcoming Sims Machinima series Dream Shaper. Technically, I started voice acting back when I was 18. That means more than 15 years ago now, because time marches on inexorably, no matter how much I cry and drink about it. But it was only about 2 years ago now that I really started to take voice acting seriously as a potential career. Since then, I've been fortunate enough to be part of dozens upon dozens of really awesome projects, most notably as the voice of Conrad Fielding on the hit horror podcast October's Children, which you should totally go check out as soon as you're done watching this video because, hey, spooky season is upon us once again! But as mentioned previously, I'm not just a voice actor. I also create my own shows. Currently, I'm working on 3 of them, which means I know a thing or two about writing, directing, and casting. And it's casting that brings us here today. If you're a smaller voice actor in this space, which statistically is most of us, let's be fair, you've probably spent at least some time on sites like Casting Call Club. Low barrier to entry, more or less free, has a massive talent pool you can reach out to in order to bring your projects to life, and most of us are still willing to work for free in the service of making cool art. You know, as long as you're not a dick about it. But one thing that I see constantly as a voice actor are situations where a project will be posted with a deadline weeks or months away, and myself or one of my peers will go, "Oh, this project looks interesting. Let me bookmark this for later. I'll audition when I have time. Deadline's not until insert far-off date here." Then we'll come back to that project days, hours, hell, sometimes minutes later, and it turns out this project, with a deadline slated for many moons away, has already cast some of the roles. Usually, it's a case where the project lead got 1 to 3 auditions, decided they liked what they heard, and filled the role, deadlines be damned. Please, 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 I beg of you, okay? I'm pleading with you, my dude, my gal, my gender non-conforming superstar. I will wine and dine and your all night long to make you happy, okay? Please just listen to me. Stop casting early. Listen, I get it. You heard a voice you really liked and you got excited. I've been there. It's happened to me recently as I'm in the midst of casting for Dream Shaper right now. You heard a good read and you told yourself, hey, cool, this person would be perfect. Except 5 minutes later, if you had waited, there might have been someone else who had an even better read to give you, but you closed the door on them prematurely. Maybe they hadn't seen your casting call yet. Maybe they work a demanding job, and their free time to record auditions is pretty limited. Maybe they have kids. Maybe they have a chronic illness. Maybe they're disabled. Maybe they live in a different friggin' time zone, all right? Goddamn time zones, the bane of every independent creator's existence sooner or later. There could have been so many wonderful actors who you'll never get to hear from now because you couldn't honor your commitment. A deadline means you have until this date to get your submission in. A deadline is not a declaration of, hey, I'll keep the call open until this date, unless I hear stuff I like, in which case the rest of you can all go kick rocks or whatever. Good luck! I've talked to so many people who've noticed this trend and had to rush to do auditions with little to no prep work because they were terrified that this role that looked fun and exciting to them wouldn't be available in the next 5 goddamn minutes, regardless of what the deadline actually says. And I gotta tell you, I think that's a horrible standard for everybody involved. If you want a quick turnaround on your casting, then just run a short call. You can do a few weeks or a few days. It's totally fine. People do it all the time. But when you tell people they have 6 weeks and then it turns out they actually have maybe 6 hours, that's a pretty bad look for you, my dearest hypothetical director. It looks like you don't know what words mean. It looks like you don't honor commitments. It looks like you don't have standards. It looks like you're impatient. It looks like you're disorganized. It looks like you don't respect potential talent or even your own project. I can tell you all these things definitively because I've been a part of a great many paragraph-rich rant sessions on the dumpster fire formerly known as Twitter about this very topic, pretty much ever since I started taking on voice acting seriously. We all talk about it. We all rant about it. Please understand, We rant about you all the time. We make fun of you all the time. We're bitter and angry about you all the time. And I think we have every right to be. It's not cool to pull the rug out from under people like that. But when you cast early like that, that's exactly what you're doing. So, all this to say, take your time. Do yourself a favor and don't make decisions before the deadline. Listen to any and all auditions you get. Put in the time. Make sure you're going with the best option available to you. It helps you, it helps actors, and it helps your production, not to mention your credibility. Thanks so much for listening to me rant about this, guys. This is my first time making a video like this, but I'd like to do more if you're interested. Let me know if you'd enjoy other editorial/commentary videos about indie voice acting and production. Let me know what sort of topics you'd like to hear more about. And, if I think I have something instructive to offer, I'll see what I can do. Maybe there'll be a Mic Drops #2. But that's going to be it for me, folks. Until next time, honor your damn deadlines.